So over the past week, I've had this question pop up again and again. Stephanie, when should I use a GPT, an AI application, or an AI agent? My name is Stephanie, here to answer that. I get why people would ask this question, okay? We've got so many tools coming out every week, every day, and some of these tools call themselves agents, some are just fancy chatbots in my opinion, and others are really just apps with AI sprinkled on top of them. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I personally decide what to use and when. And I'll walk you through real-world examples using tools I've built myself, agents I've built myself, from content creation to business workflows, so that by the end of this video, you know exactly how to choose the right approach for your next project. So let's get started. Here's a simple way I look at it, okay? Every workflow or process you have has 3 stages, really. And the first one is the think stage. During the stage, you are really exploring ideas, planning, or creating a strategy. And then there's the do phase where you're actually executing or producing something. And then there's the delegate stage where you're automating or outsourcing tasks so that they happen without you. And that maps perfectly to the 3 options we have right now. GPTs simply help you think, AI apps help you do, and agents really help you delegate. So I'm going to walk you through each stage with real examples so that you can see exactly where each one shines. Now let's start with a GPT, okay? So a GPT is perfect when you are in the exploration phase. You're brainstorming, you don't have all the details yet, you're researching, or you're just shaping your ideas. Just go to a GPT, okay? So you can use GPTs when you are defining a process or prompts you later automate. Or you need clarity or creativity like naming a product, a business, or even designing a course outline. Now, you want to test out your idea, or you want to test how an idea sounds before building it in an app or a workflow. So for instance, when I built my AI nutrition planner a few weeks ago, which I'm going to link in this video, I'm not a nutrition expert, okay? So I went into ChatGPT and I asked, what questions would you ask a user to build a personalized 3-day meal plan? And then ChatGPT gave me the structure. It gave me the goals, the preferences, dietary restrictions before I even touched any 10 or Twilio. Now, the second example can be if you're creating content. Just go into ChatGPT to generate rough drafts, hooks, or keyword clusters before moving into tools like Notion, the script, or CapCut. So basically, GPTs are where you test your ideas, shape your prompts, and then gather insights. Once you know exactly what works, that's when you have to move on into an AI application. So now, this is a great segue into AI applications, okay? So now that you know what you want to do, apps are how you basically execute them consistently. So you basically go into an AI app, or you basically use an AI app when you want a polished product or polished output, or you need structure and reliability, or you are not trying to reinvent the wheel, you just need it done. So let's take this example. You've brainstormed your social media post in GPT. Now you can move on to Canva or Notion AI to format the design and then post it. Or let's say you've outlined your workflow, your end-to-end workflow. Now you can use Zapier or N8N or Make.com to automate the sequence manually. Or finally, let's say you've written a script. Now you can basically record and edit it in CapCut, the script, or Runway. Apps sort of sit in the middle layer. So they are the tools you'd use every day, and they take your GPT ideas and then turn them into something functional or publishable. But notice that even though apps can use AI, they don't think or adapt on their own. So that's where AI agents come in. So agents are like your digital teammates. So think of them as your digital teammates. They can think, they can remember, and they can take action without you constantly telling them what to do. And I've done a lot of tutorial videos on AI agents. I recently did one on how to create AI agents as a beginner. So you can go watch that as well. So you can use an AI agent when you have repeatable tasks that you'd rather never do manually again. Or you need something that can make decisions like when you send an email or which file to summarize. Or you want automation that feels personalized and context aware. So for example, in my AI agent video for beginners, I built a morning motivational agent in N8N, and it uses Gemini, Gmail, and every morning it basically sends a personalized motivational message, and it pulls one from one code and it sends it over to the user. And that's something a GPT can't run on its own, but an agent can, okay? Another example is for business use, okay? So imagine having a client follow-up agent, okay? It reads new form submissions, it summarizes notes, just drafts an email and then it sends automatically to your clients. And you are not chatting with it, it's just doing its job in the background. Now, that's the point where AI stops being just an app or a tool and then it becomes a system. So let's say you are building a lead generation workflow, okay? You can first start with a GPT to brainstorm lead magnet ideas and write the copy. And then you can move into an app like Canva or ConvertKit to design and publish it. And then you can use an agent that automatically messages new leads, tags them in your CRM, and then sends follow-up emails. So you can see how each layer builds on the previous one. And that's how you can really decide on when to use each. So just to recap, like I said, always think of GPTs like the guide for thinking, okay? And think of apps like something to handle the doing, and agents to own ongoing processes or manual tasks you never want to do again. So next time you're starting a new project or workflow, just ask yourself this simple question: am I trying to think or do or delegate? Because that one question will tell you exactly whether you need a GPT, an app, or an AI agent. And like I said, if you want to learn how to build your first AI agent, then I've linked a full tutorial below. And if you are ready to start automating your own business, then I would encourage you to join my school community where I share templates, tutorials, and also behind the scenes workflow as well. I'm going to leave the link to my school community in the description box, and it's free to join as well. I also did another video on how to master AI by the end of this year. I'm going to leave the link to that video as well. I provided a practical roadmap and a realistic one, of course, on how you can go from beginner or zero to a master in AI. So I'm going to leave that link as well in the description box, or I'm going to tag it somewhere in this video so that you can go check it out. But yeah, as usual, thank you for joining and see you in the next one.